Okay, in this video I'm going to cover the multiplication principle of equality. So question number 1, let's start solving. Practically basic elements of equation. That's all it is. When I'm going to explain how to solve the equation, when at the end, after you simplify the equation, at the end you get the fraction, or you get 5x equals something, for example. So it's this element I'm going to teach. It's usually used at the end of equation after simplification. So 9x is equal negative 27. So we always have to divide here by coefficient of x, because we need x by itself. And whatever change we do to one side, we have to do for the other side. So this 9 is gone with this 9. 27 divided by 9, or I can say the language of simplification. Both of them divide by 9 will be 9 by 9 is 1, 27 by 9 is 3. So the x is equal 3, negative 3. Okay, next one. One over 5x is equal negative 8. In cases like this, you have two choices. In one case, both of them divide by 1/5. And I will finish it. And in another case, another method, all you do, bring to common denominator. So 1/5 of x is equal 8. So if I bring to common denominator, 5 is going to be denominator, right? Which means here I'm dividing by 5 and multiplying by 5. And when you have the same denominator across the equation, you can drop this denominator. And I will have x is equal 40. Okay? You always can drop it. Let me explain why you are dropping so you won't forget. Let's say if I have x over 3 is equal to over 3. How much will be my x here? So to have this equation valid, so bottom is 3, that means x has to be 2, right? So the 2 over the 3 would be equal to over 3. If I have 5 over 7 is equal 5 over, equal x over 7. Then my x has to be 5, right? So this equation would be valid. So what do we see here? So if I drop this denominator, if denominator are the same, I can scratch this denominator and read the numerator, which means x is equal to. The denominator is the same, and if you have, let's say, even 10 terms in the equation, every single term across the equation, every single one of them, doesn't matter you have their whole number, even whole number, you have to bring to common denominator. And only then you can drop this denominator and read the numerator equal to each other. But one thing I have to tell you, it's crucially important. You can do this only to equation. You do not dare to do this to expression. You cannot drop denominator when you are simplifying expression. Okay? All right. So therefore, back to our problem. 5 and 5 is gone, and we read 1x is equal 40. All right, this is one method. The other method, I said we divide by 1/5. So when I divide, 1/5 divided by 1/5 is gone, right? So x is equal negative 8. Practically, I'm dividing by 1/5, correct? Because this the fractional line is a division. Then I can write down this way. So to divide, what I'm going to do, it's negative stays right in front of fraction. So if I represent 8 over 1, so what do we do? 8 times 5 over 1. See, I flipped the second fraction, right? I had 1 over 5. Here I flipped 5 over 1 because when we divide fractions, second fraction, only second. You do not flip the first one. If you flip the first one, it will take you straight to the woods, the result. You have to flip the second one. So we have 1/5, we flipped and multiply 5 over 1. And the answer will be negative 40. Oh, here I didn't put negative, that's why I didn't get it. Here, let me add it. Okay? Use whichever method you like. Number 3. 1/2 of x is equal negative 14. So I'm going to bring to common denominator. I like that method. It's not that this method have advantage. It's just, I like it better. To me, it's much easier. Divide by 2, times by 2, right? Because common denominator is 2. Okay, what do we get? I'm dropping these 2, correct? And I will get 1x, or just x, is equal negative 28. Okay. Let me move this this side, not to occupy more space. Question number 4. Negative 8 is equal y over 8. Okay, bringing to common denominator is 8, therefore, let me rewrite. So divide here by 8, multiply by 8. So dropping this 8, and we get negative 64 is equal y, or y is equal negative 64. Question number 5. 12x is equal 36. Okay, so we divide by 12. Divide by 12, right? This coefficient of x. 12 and 12 is gone. Here, if I divide by 12, this is 1. 36 by 12 is 3. So I simplify. And as a result, my x is equal 3. Question number 6. Negative 18 is equal 15y. Okay, so this coefficient of variable, my variable here y instead of x, and coefficient is 15. So I have to divide by 15 and not 18, because, pay attention, we always divide by coefficient of variable. Here we also divide by 1/2 coefficient of variable. Here also we divide by the coefficient of variable. Here is 9, okay? So if I have 15y on the right side, it doesn't change anything. I'm still going divide by 15 because variable is y, and I divide by coefficient of y. So what do we get? 15 and 15 cancel. 18 and 15, I cannot divide 18 by 15, but both of them I can divide by 3, right? So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 18 divided by 3 is 6. 6 over 5. So from here, y is equal negative 6 over 5. By some reason, sometimes the result is asked to be left in the form of improper fraction. Number 7, 1.5x is equal 60. Okay, We divide by 1.5 here. Divide by, let me rewrite it over. In the previous one I didn't do it and it doesn't look good. So 1.5x is equal 60. So we divide by 1.5. So 1.5 is gone with 1.5. So what do we get? 60 divided by 1.5. I can do the same this way because I can divide by the 1.5. You cannot divide by decimal notation. First number, let's say I can divide 3.5 by 17. This first number can be decimal notation, but not the second one. I cannot divide by, let's say, 1.7. Second number, this number cannot have decimal notation. So what do we do for that case? I have to multiply by 10, which means by one position to the right, that will be 17. And here 3.5 also multiply by 10, and I will get 35 divided by 17. So now let's do here. X is equal so instead of 1.5, I'm writing 15 because I moved by one position here. That means I multiplied by 10. And the same thing I have to do to 60. Multiply by 10, which means 600. And from here, 60 divided by 15 is 4. And this 0 stays, which will be 40. Okay? Question number 8. Negative 144 is equal 18x. Okay, since x on this side, so coefficient is 18. Therefore, I'm going to divide by 18. This 18 is gone with this 18. Now 144 divided by 18 is dividing. It will be 8. So x is equal negative 8. Question number 9. Two y equal negative 0.04. Okay, 2y is equal negative 0.04. Here I am dividing by 2 because coefficient of y is 2. Here I am dividing by 2. So this 2 and 2 I can cancel. But here, see, if the first number is decimal, it doesn't matter. We are fine as long as a denominator is not decimal. So what do we get if we divide 0.04? Let me divide 0.04 dividing by 2. So 0 divided by 2 is 0, and decimal notation I place here. Bring down this second 0, 0.0, right? I'm getting again 0. And then I bring 4 divided by 2 is 2, which will be negative 0.02. Question number 10. Negative 40 equal negative 16t. Okay, negative 40 equal negative 16t, and I am dividing by negative 16 because coefficient is negative 16. We are not interested in negative t. We never solve any equation for negative x. We always get positive x, yes? So I'm dividing by negative 16. So this is gone. So 40 divided by 16. You can divide and get whole numbers. So let's see what number both of them I can divide by. It's going to be 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 40 divided by 8 is 5. And negative divided by negative is positive, which means I'm getting 5 over 2 is equal t, or vice versa. T is equal 5 over 2. Okay? Question number 11. Two x plus 3x is equal 15. Okay, these are like terms. 2x and 3x will be 5x equal 15. And divide 5 here, divide 5 here. This is gone. 1 and 3. X is equal 3. Number 12. 3x minus 9x is equal 18. 3x minus 9x, it's going to be negative 6x. Now we divide both of them by negative 6, coefficient of variable. And what do we get? This is gone. 18 divided by 6 is 3. And the answer we get, x is equal negative 3. Number 13, I will solve 2 more and I will be done. 13 and 14. 4 over 5x is equal 28. Okay, so I'm going to do with the method of common denominator. So what do I get? Bring to common denominator, 5 here, 5 here, right? So then I drop this 5, right? And then we can put numerators equal to each other. 4x equal 28 times 5. 5 times 8 is 40, 4 in mind. 5 times 2 is 10, and 4 will be 14. All right, dividing by 4. Coefficient of x. This is gone. Can we divide 140 by 4? Let me see. So it gets 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Remainder is 2, bringing down 0. 20 by 4 is 5. So we get 35. So x is equal 35. And lastly, it's going to be negative 4.9494x. How to read it? Negative 4 and 9,494 x. And equal 25 206. Okay, so this is our coefficient of x, right? Because we have x here. So we are going to divide by this number. 9494. Divide here also negative 4. 9494. Okay, so this is gone with this one. So let's see what we are going to do. Since I have here decimal notation for second number, I have to get rid of decimal notation. So I'm moving by 1, 2, 3, 4 positions, right? Will be negative 49494. We get 49,494, which means here also in numerator also I'm moving by 4 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4. It comes here. So we get 24. Let me clean that mess I made there. Okay, I get 24, 25 to 0.6. All right, so in numerator I can have decimal notation. In denominator I cannot. Otherwise division will be wrong. So let's divide. Wish me good luck. So many digits. 49494. Okay, so how many digits I have? 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So I'm taking 24,252. Can it be divisible by 49,000? No, because 24,000 is less than 49. So I'm taking then 0, include 0 up to decimal notation. So we will have 24 divided by 4. So that's 6. I think having these numbers here, 9, 9, I will have overflow. So I am taking 5 times 4. Let's see. Let's try. 5 times this 4. It's going to be 20, right? 2 in mind. 5 times 9, 45, and 2, 47. 4 in mind. 5 times 4. 20 and 4, 24. 2 in mind. 5 times 9, 45, and 2 will be 47. 4 in mind. 5 times 4 is 20, and 4 will be 24. So, wow, we are getting bigger number than 24,000. Yeah, we are getting 2425. We had 2474. So it's a bigger number, which means 5 is too much. So we are going down, taking 4. Okay? So which means 4 is gonna fit. 4 times 4. Let me clean this one also. All right. I do on purpose here on the video so you can see how it works. Large numbers when you divide. So 4 times 4 is 16. Writing down 6, 1 in mind. 4 times 9, 36, and 1, 37. 3 in mind. 4 times 4, 16, and 3, 19. 1 in mind. 4 times 9, 36, and 1, 37. 3 in mind. And 4 times 4 is 16, and 3, 19. Okay, let's see if we this should be enough, because we tried 5, it was too much, so 4 should fit. Okay, let's subtract. 10 minus 6 is 4. Okay, here is 1 left, right? So 1 I can't do minus 7. I'm borrowing from here. 11 minus 7 is 4. Here is 4. 4 9 minus 9 doesn't work. Borrowing again. 14 minus 9 is 5. Here is 1. 1 minus 7 doesn't work. Borrowing from here. 11 minus 7 is 4. Here is 3. Left 3. Cannot subtract 9, so 13 borrowing from here. 13 minus 9 is 4, and here was 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, so let me clean this. Okay, 4. Next, so we have 44,546 and 0.6. So what is going to be how much it's gonna fit here? 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So 4,900 49,000 here, 44 thousand. So 44 divided by 4. It's going to be 10 times, but I guess it will be too much. So since I already used decimal, this decimal point comes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. That's why I'm taking 44. Because I have by 1 digit more. So that's why at the beginning I take here 44. So 44 by 4 is 10. So 10 would be too much because I have here 9s. 49,494. I'm taking 9 to be safe. And we'll figure out. If it won't fit, then we'll see. Usually 10 is not, you don't get 10 because you don't write down here 10. Okay? Since it's fitting 10 times, that means 9 should fit. Okay, 9 times 4 is, let me clean this also. So 9 times 4 is 36, free in mind. 9 times 9 is 81. And 81 and 3, 84. 8 in mind. 9 times 4, 36. And 8, 44. 4 in mind. 9 times 9, 81 and 4, 85. 8 in mind. And 9 times 4, 36. And 8, 44. Bingo. We are getting 0 here. So which means the answer is going to be 4.9. It's going to be negative. 4.9. Okay. See you next video. I'm done.